what problem do you think that we have today in the workplace?
Well, the basic problem is that too many of the people really dislike coming to work. I mean, and even those who sort of like coming to work aren't fully engaged. So we're missing a lot of the creativity and innovation and productivity that people naturally have.
Why is it this way then? How did we get to this point?
Well, we've developed, we're really very autocratic and bureaucratic. And the two of those together, you know, autocrats love to tell us what to do, don't think we can take care of ourselves, don't think we can understand things, don't think we can make decisions for ourselves. So they like to be autocratic, and they hire a bunch of bureaucrats to go enforce their autocracy. That turns off a lot of people because we naturally, all people, like to be heard. And so they don't listen to whatever we have to say. We can't participate, we can't be a party to the whole operation. So we turn off our brains when we come to work. And that's you know, really hazardous to ourselves. It breaks our spirit, our humanity. You know, it just damages our life and our lifestyle. So our quality of life is down, and the business, of course, doesn't do anywhere near as well because we left our brain at the door too often.
So bosses became these authoritarians then? They became bosses, they were promoted, and they turned into authoritarians?
That's true. They become this because they're brought up in a very authoritarian society, and they're taught again and again only one basic approach to managing people, and that's giving them orders, or the authoritarian approach, and they don't see any other.
But there are many businesses and many bosses that get ahead this way, that are successful being autocrats and building bureaucracies. So why doesn't that work?
Well, it does work to the extent of, since all my competitors are doing about the same thing, turning off the people, so we're all on about an equal plane. What doesn't work is the fact that the people are you know, start tuned off about their job. And as I say, if your competitor decides to change to what I call autonomy and support, which is literally the opposite of going down and telling everybody what to do, it's asking them, how can I help you? What can I do for you? How can I make your job easier, better? And I respect you as a person, and I listen to you, and you can be heard.
And if people aren't that way, highly motivated, highly committed, then what's happening in the workplace? What's detrimental to the workplace?
Well, you know, of course, they're not going to they're not going to do their best to produce quality goods. And they're not going to do their best to not create some sort of problem. They're going to create problems. They're not going to resolve them. People who are turned on and motivated and committed, they're out fixing problems. They find a problem, they fix it. The one who's turned off says, you're lucky I came to work today. I mean, the way you treat me at this place, hell, I probably shouldn't even show up, but since I showed up, and they don't really work. They're not really productive. So you are lacking a huge amount. You have to hire more people. You got to hire more staff to watch over them and try to get them to work. I mean, that's the whole idea of the bureaucracy. People say, well, I'd much rather be into marketing and sales and making better products and not worrying about the soft skills, because they don't make a difference. But the difference is huge.
Between?
Turned on, fully motivated, fully engaged people and those who are not, and who leave their brain at the door. We're talking about 300% per person in productivity gains. I mean, just shifting from one to the other. And that's really achievable. It saddens me, and I feel very sad about it because I know that it doesn't have to be that way.